We're sailing east against the trade winds, trying to make our way back to the crown jewel of Fiji, the Lau Islands. A light wind period is allowing us to day hop this tricky route from Naviti to Taveuni. We have to go through a lot of reef, so we're going to be picking our way through captivating coral reefs that rise from the depths like crystalline daggers. A hidden danger stunning in their beauty, yet poised to cut through the unwary hull of any passing boat. It started raining just as we left. Hopefully it doesn't last long because it'll be super hard to see the reef in these conditions. Despite the need for vigilance, we must reach Taveuni before the trade winds pick up again.
We're lucky that we made this trip today with no wind, because now the wind is back to east and it's 17, 18 knots now, and it's right on the nose. I imagine it would be very hard to go anywhere to the Lau at this point, beating into this weather.
We could be stuck for weeks. Along the way, we discover Makogai, where we connect with villagers, snorkel the bay's giant clams, and magical reefs. Good morning, guys. Today begins our journey sailing back east against the trade winds to get to the Lau group of islands here in Fiji. The Lau group are supposed to be the most beautiful cruising grounds in Fiji, very remote, the authentic essence of Fiji. We had to check in on the western side of Fiji because we have Yoda with us. Most people check in a place called Sevu and then can just shoot back down, so they don't have to do much easting. We have a break in the wind today, so we're gonna try and do a 60 nautical mile jump over to an anchorage. We don't even really know what's there. We got advice from fellow cruiser Kurt Roll. Thank you. It's gonna be some motor sailing. Hopefully we can motor sail. We have to go through a lot of reef, so we're gonna be picking our way through. We have our satellite charts up. Fabio has mapped out a route, and so we're going for it.
Start going slowly, I'm gonna watch the anchor, okay?
It started raining just as we left, so we quick put up our side clears on one side just to stay dry, and then we have our other side open so we have a really clear view. Hopefully it doesn't last long because it'll be super hard to see the reef in these conditions. Really love this place. We had such a good time. The anchorage was so calm and peaceful, and great access to shore, the mantas, the coral. We could have stayed here much longer, but we definitely wanted to use this opportunity to try and make some easting, because it's really the first chance we've seen in weeks to make any progress east, because there hasn't been a break in the trade winds at all, so gotta take it, even if it is raining and cloudy and gonna be hard to see the reef.
It's important to mention that even though we have 5 knots, 6 knots of wind, it's virtually impossible to tack upwind in these waters, because there's like coral heads everywhere. So you gotta pick your way, unless you have a very favorable wind that's, you can steer around the rocks. To go upwind, it's virtually impossible. We would have to tack among the rocks, and very unadvisable. So we're gonna motor this morning. That's what it is. Sometimes you gotta use the iron laser. It's pretty amazing what you can do with satellite maps today. Look, this is Google Maps, and you can really zoom down and see the boundaries. And there's one right here at the end that is pretty, it looks pretty shallow to me. If you go to boating with Bing, it says there's 15 meters there, and there's like 98 meter on that moment, but I'm not sure. So it's good to look at both maps, and then we also open CPN always check multiple sources in these waters. You hear every day of boats running aground or hitting or something, and so be very careful when you come here.
Without the charts and satellite, you would never know there was any reef here. I can imagine how ships used to do it years ago, I guess. A number of them got unlucky. I see a wave in the distance. We made it through the pass in the reef, and we actually were able to get the sails up. We've got the main up and the screecher out, and we're sailing. We just gotta enjoy this while we can. As we thread Wanderlust through Fiji's dangerous reefs, technology lights our way. Satellite views, GPS, electronic charts, and depth finder. I cannot help but think of those who came before. First, the Lapita people, guided by stars and instinct, found a path through these waters over 3,000 years ago. Their descendants, the Polynesians, went on to master these seas, venturing further into the Pacific to settle their homes on distant islands. Centuries later, Abel Tasman caught a glimpse of Fiji in 1643, and Captain Bligh in 1789 charted these reefs with nothing but courage and a desperate need to survive after the infamous mutiny of his ship, the Bounty, near Tonga. As we pass safely where those courageous mariners once dared, we wonder, could we have done it, or would we have been swallowed by the sea?
So the wind picked up a little bit, 14, 15 knots. We're doing 7 to 8 knots on 48, 49 degrees of apparent wind angle, which is nice. We have about 27 miles to go, 21 miles in the open water, and then the rest it's inside the kind of like the channel, inside the reef. Should be there by 4:30 or so. So we unfurled the screecher again. The wind looked good. We had an angle of over 50, which is great for the screecher, but then the wind changed again, and now we're like 46. The inner tail started to flatten a little bit. I opened up the angle. Now I'm still like 46, and I'm not going exactly where I want to go, so probably we're going to have to throw the screecher again and go back to the jib.
But we did go like 8 knots.
Almost 9.
Yeah, almost 9.
Yeah. So with 12, 13 knots of wind, we're going 8, 9 knots, which is awesome.
For about 5 minutes.
For about 5 minutes until the wind changed. Well, it's flat water. You know, this boat loves wind on a kind of a beam, just forward to the beam with the screecher. It's like the best. But now we have to 43, so we have to further the screecher.
With the jib, we were able to sail a tighter angle and stay away from the reef in the safety of deeper water.
I'm going to flake the main halyard and lower the mainsail as we go. We're only 3 miles from the entrance, and the wind is right on the nose, so it should be okay. Just let it slowly let it down. Almost there, about half an hour, but we're lucky that we made this trip today with no wind, and then some actually very favorable wind, because now the wind is back to east and it's 17, 18 knots now, and it's right on the nose, and you know, we're doing 5 knots with 2 engines, so it's really, I imagine it would be very hard to go anywhere to the Lau at this point, beating into this weather.
It would be like a million tacks.
But you can't tack too much because you have one reef here, one reef there. It's like,
that's true. You
know, so mostly motor here.
Yep.
And not fun. And it's really picking up. Crazy, huh? Great winds. So the entrance looks pretty straightforward. We can enter here and follow the markers there. The whole route is marked, and then there is one little bump in the middle of the road which is also marked, and then we're going to anchor in this area.
It's pretty wild that we're going through a passenger reef right now because you would have no idea. That's the difference, I guess, between this and Tuamotu's or French Polynesia in general, is that you can usually see the break like on the reef, but here you can't see anything and there's no marker. There's definitely no marker. The island is so dramatic, it's beautiful.
I don't see any markers on this side.
No. It's so weird because it just seems like there wouldn't be any reef.
Correct.
I finally see some stakes that are marking the reef. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, drop us a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us grow. Thank you. The coastline here is so incredibly beautiful. I don't know, for some reason I didn't expect it to look like this. I don't know what I expected it to be, but not hilly like this. It almost reminds me of Tuscany in a way. Just those golden hills. It's really beautiful. We sail by quiet shores, by rolling hills and the soft glow of a setting sun, a sight that stirs memories of Tuscany. There are no cypress trees, no stone villas, but the same patchwork of fields, the whisper of leaves, and a serene simplicity. This is Fiji, wild, untamed, a different land with the same beauty. We made it. It's good. Just in time. Yep. The sun is setting and we're safely anchored in the nice, very nice cove. Very protected by the wind. No waves. I might even be able to sleep tonight. Who knows? This place is so beautiful, and what a time to arrive at sunset when all of the hills around were painted in this golden light and the full moon just rose above the hill. Looks like there may even be a beach for Yoda to run on. You happy to be free? You happy to be here? Yeah?
Yeah.
Soon enough, we were sleeping peacefully. Good morning, guys. We looked at the weather this morning and decided it would be a good day to make a hop, the next hop of like 30 to 40 miles to the next island, because over the next couple of days we can then island hop our way up to Taveuni, which is known as I think the jungle island or the garden island of Fiji. It's supposed to be really beautiful. And then that will set us up good so that we can make our way down the Lau group island chain. We are here. Now we just have to kind of figure out where to anchor.
Just go up a little more. Dropping.
This is another beautiful spot, and we actually hear roosters, so there may be somebody living there just inside the trees. We're gonna take Yoda to shore later on today, so I'm sure we'll find out. We're taking Yoda to shore, which is exciting for all of us because we haven't been off the boat, I guess, in a couple days.
Well, especially for Yoda.
Yeah, especially for Yoda. Yeah.
Anchor here.
Okay. We are getting annihilated by bugs. The no-see-ums for sure, or some kind of like sand lice they have. Let's go. Yoda, short-lived. My skin is like burning. We have so many bites.
Yeah, you deal with nature sometimes.
Oh my god.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
You're hungry.
Sunsets here have been so incredibly beautiful. Almost makes up for all the bug bites. Thoughts of Abel Tasman and Captain Bligh surfaced again as I imagined them rowing to shore in what seemed to be an idyllic paradise, only to be attacked by microscopic bugs. This is a quick interruption to say our new online shop is live. We're excited to share our favorite tees, sun shirts, and hoodies, and would love for you to check them out at harborsunknown.com/shop. Now back to the video. A fiery globe resting on a bed of clouds greeted us the next morning, its rays painting the water's surface, softly illuminating the hillsides as the jungle came to life. The moon remained in a sky bathed in pastel hues. I felt incredible gratitude to witness raw, unfiltered nature, even if I would be scratching for days. Good morning, guys. We are on the move again. We left this morning, pulled up the main, unfurled the jib, and we are cooking with gas. Today's sail is just 15 nautical miles to the next island. I believe it's pronounced Makogai. And we're gonna hang out there for a little bit. Apparently they have giant clams there, and we haven't seen them yet. But it's on the way to our ultimate destination now, Taveuni. So it sets us up for hopefully what will be a nice sail on Friday.
It's another great day here on the Fijian waters. Going between 7 and 8 knots in 15, 14 knots of wind. The angle is between 48 and 50 apparent. It's just so pleasant. We have full dagger boards down. We probably have a little less than full, but we already have them down, so I'll leave them down. I love this. I love this boat.
What do you think, Yoda? Are we on the hunt for an anchorage with better land? No bugs, huh? No bugs. We departed under a gray sky, a headwind mocking our plans on a sea ashen with indifference. By the time we arrived, the world seemed transformed. Sun bright, a warm breeze filling the sails, water shimmering near shore. Yet beauty at sea is never innocent. Under the turquoise waves lurk shallow reefs. Here, the toll for carelessness is paid in fiberglass, gel coat, and sometimes blood. The wind favors us now, and we accept the gift with gratitude, respect, and vigilance. We're missing out on some fish! We're approaching the pass now, and it looks good so far. We check on Google Maps on the phone. We have OpenCPN and Navionics. Keeping an eye up front because there's nothing like good old eyeballs on the sea. We made it through the pass, and now we're on our way to the anchorage. We're almost there. All right, we are anchored in about 65 feet of water, and it's about, I don't know, it's just after noon right now. So in a little while, we're gonna go into the village and bring them some kava. We've heard that you are supposed to do the sevu sevu here. We haven't had the official ceremony yet, so we don't really know what to expect, but we'll try and film when we go in. And in the meantime, we're going to get some work done. right, Yodi, we're gonna go to shore. We're gonna take you. We're going into shore now to bring the kava, and we have no idea what's gonna happen. I actually have to wear a skirt. Like, I have to make sure that my knees are covered, and I heard it's a skirt, not pants. So I have on a sarong, and also I have to cover my shoulders, and we're not supposed to wear sunglasses or hats. So once we get there, we'll remove those.
It's honey.
Oh, wow. Hi, Bula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the yellow one?
Yeah, first one.
First one.
Yeah. Bene.
Bene. Okay. Bula.
My name is
Oh, you are Fabio.
Fine.
Hi,
My wife,
Kristen. Nice to meet you.
I will receive a soup. Come.
Oh.
Those couple already.
Oh, okay.
They already came yesterday.
Oh, okay. If you haven't seen our previous episodes, Sevu Sevu is a custom where visitors bring kava to the chief to request acceptance into the village. Check out the video linked above and in the description below for more.
Is that it? Oh, okay.
This goes on for a few minutes, then
Mana? Hindi na. Tama sa kamanda. Kung sa kay lebu amdo. So I accept your sub-sub.
Thank you so much.
So
Yeah.
you from United States of America.
Yes, sir.
There's a cruise boat there.
Okay, yes, so yeah.
They're about to come now.
Yeah.
How long you will be here?
A few days?
Oh, okay. Oh, you can stay because this is a government island. You can stay for months.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
a few minutes later, many of the villagers, especially the children, were dressed in traditional clothing, singing and dancing for the guests of the liveaboard dive boat that had come ashore. This lasted a few minutes. Then the children put a handmade flower necklace around the neck of each guest, including us. Suddenly, all the children ran towards us and each one gave us a hug. It was so completely unexpected and heartwarming to experience this welcome. Next, one of the village elders told the history of the island.
There were many tribal wars, cannibalism, all raging out through the country. There lived on this island a tribe of warriors.
We then all walked over to the community center for the Sevu Sevu Kava ceremony. This was definitely the most formal Sevu Sevu we'd experienced so far. The children then performed meke, a traditional Fijian dance that is deeply rooted in the history, culture, and storytelling traditions of Fiji. The word meke is both a noun and a verb, referring to the performance itself as well as the act of dancing or singing. The meke is much more than just entertainment. It's a vibrant cultural expression that preserves Fijian heritage, honors ancestors, and conveys stories, myths, and important events. Well, that was totally unexpected, and I think we got super lucky, right? Because there was a liveaboard dive boat that came in anchored in the bay, and so the whole village came to greet them and do this performance. I think the dance is called a mete, and we actually met someone, George, and his wife Caroline, new wife. Congratulations, guys! And George has been following our channel from the beginning. So it was really cool to meet him.
To see him here, yeah.
Right? Yeah. So random. We
don't often meet people
No,
that
small channel.
follow the channel, so that was really cool.
Yeah.
But it was very special to see all of the performances,
Yeah.
and the kids were just so cute.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Yes.
Endearing.
Mm-hmm. Now we're gonna have some dinner.
Yeah, I'm hungry. The only one that got shortcut is for Yoda.
Poor Yoda.
She
Oh
got
my
the
god.
short side of the stick. Is it the short end?
Yeah,
The
short
short
end.
end of the stick.
Yoda got the short end of the stick. Poor girl.
She couldn't go to shore.
No. So we're gonna take her tomorrow morning.
Yeah, poor Yoda.
Yodi, come. Yoda. Tomorrow, girl. What do you think, Yoda? Hey guys, I've been doing some computer work and Fabio's been cooking up a storm, but now we are going to go and do some snorkeling. Here in the village, there is a giant clam breeding kind of very small facility, but they breed giant clams here, then reintroduce them into the water, into the wild, once they are old enough and will survive on their own. And so right here in front of the village, we've heard there are some giant clams in the water, so we're going to go check them out. And then there's, on the other side of the bay, is supposed to be some really nice snorkeling. The weather isn't the greatest. It's pretty cloudy. We're just hoping the rain holds off, but should be nice. Tridacna clams, often called giant clams, are an energy powerhouse. A symbiotic relationship with photosynthetic algae known as zooxanthellae found in their mantle allows them to convert light from the sun more efficiently than solar panels or even leaves. The algae use sunlight to produce energy in the form of sugars and oxygen, which are absorbed by the clam as nutrients, and its waste products such as ammonia nourish the algae. Clam's mantle also contains iridescent cells called iridocytes, which play a crucial role in optimizing light for photosynthesis. People are working on ways to extract energy from algae, but our current process is only 10% efficient at turning light into chemical energy. These clams are 67% efficient. It's thanks to these shimmery cells reflecting sunlight down onto arranged columns of algae inside the clam, evenly coating them with the perfect dose of light. Scientists are examining the iridocytes' ability to refract and scatter light to improve solar panel designs. The villagers are keeping the juvenile Tridacna clams inside cages to protect them from predators like crabs and fish. Next, we headed over to the reef, and man, was I in for a treat. The reef was incredibly healthy, hosting a variety of organisms: leather coral, Christmas tree worms, table corals, montipora or plate coral, fans, and even a feather starfish. I had never seen this animal before and had no idea what it was at the time. Such an alien-like creature clinging to the sea fan. It was an absolute delight to see such a beautiful reef, especially since it was so close to Wanderlust. Though, from above, you would never know this reef was here until probably too late. We're learning what Fiji's waters are like, and we're excited to continue sailing east to Taveuni and ultimately the pristine Lau Islands, but must always remain vigilant.
I can't believe it. It really was just totally unexpected. Oh,
Amazing.
wow.